What happens when a woman dares to challenge every rule society places on her? This is Darcy from Ladies First, watching women in movies, and today we're stepping into the fog-covered fields of Regency England, where one woman quietly but fiercely rewrote what it meant to be a heroine. Pride and Prejudice, 2005, directed by Joe Wright, may wear the costume of a period drama, but its heart beats with a radical rhythm. This isn't just a love story. It's a story of defiance, dignity, and the power of self-definition. In this episode, we're unraveling the spirit of Elizabeth Bennet, the woman who refused to be defined. That's to understand Elizabeth's defiance. We first need to understand the world she stood against. The Regency era was a time when a woman's entire value was determined by her marriage prospects, her beauty, her dowry, her silence. These were the currencies of her worth. Marriages weren't love stories, they were economic survival. Reputation was everything. One misstep, one scandal, one failed courtship, and a woman's future was ruined. It was a world built to confine, and within it, Jane Austen planted a quiet revolution. Elizabeth Bennet walks into this world with eyes wide open. She's not the richest, nor the most demure, but she is unapologetically herself, intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unwilling to play the part expected of her. When Mr. Collins proposes, offering a life of comfort in exchange for submission, Elizabeth does the unthinkable. She says no, calmly, firmly, without regret. This moment is small, almost comical on the surface, but underneath it's explosive. She doesn't just reject a man, she rejects a system that tells her she should be grateful for the offer. She chooses solitude over security, self-respect over status. And it doesn't end there. When Mr. Darcy, proud and awkward, confesses his love in the rain, he makes it clear that his feelings are in spite of her background, not because of who she is. Elizabeth listens, and then she tears him down, not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. She refuses to be flattered into submission. She demands respect. She demands honesty. She demands equality. That proposal, set against a stormy sky, becomes a battlefield, and Elizabeth walks away victorious, not because she wins his heart, but because she doesn't surrender hers. Even in the face of aristocratic intimidation, Elizabeth holds the line. Lady Catherine de Bourgh storms into her life with all the entitlement of the upper class, demanding Elizabeth promise never to marry Darcy. Again, society expects her to yield. Again, she refuses. He is a gentleman. I am a gentleman's daughter. That line cuts like a blade. It doesn't matter that Lady Catherine has more power. Elizabeth speaks with something even stronger, self-worth. And Keira Knightley delivers this with a calm defiance, her face unreadable, her voice unshaken. There is no fear in her, only truth. What makes Elizabeth so timeless is that her strength doesn't harden her. She isn't made of stone. She listens, she learns, she changes. But she never compromises the essence of who she is. When Darcy returns with humility, when he lets go of pride and sees her as an equal, not a project, only then does Elizabeth open her heart. Their final walk at dawn is quiet and intimate, not a grand gesture, but a meeting of equals. It is love, yes, but it is love chosen, not assigned. It is love built on growth, not convenience. Visually, Joe Wright captures this spirit with elegance. Elizabeth is rarely shown confined in rooms or corsets. She moves through fields, bathed in natural light, hair loose, feet muddy. Her freedom is literal. She walks with purpose, with breath. Keira Knightley's performance is restrained but electric. Her glances carry more rebellion than any speech. In one look, she tells you everything. I will not be bought. I will not be broken. I will not be defined. Elizabeth's choices ripple through time. In contrast, Charlotte Lucas marries Mr. Collins out of fear. Lydia chases lust and chaos. But Elizabeth waits. She chooses when she's ready. She demands what she knows she deserves. And that, more than anything, is why she still resonates. In an era that still asks women to shrink themselves to fit someone else's idea of success, Elizabeth Bennet reminds us that dignity is not arrogance, and silence is not virtue. So what does it mean to live by your own definition today? It means asking for more. It means walking away when the world says stay. It means waiting for love that respects you, not just desires you. Elizabeth Bennet didn't change the world with fire or fury. She changed it with clarity, with courage, with a quiet refusal to be less than she is. This is Darcy from Ladies First, reminding you, sometimes the most radical thing a woman can do is simply be herself.